I will love to do it. Learning is fun. We will say la la. Learning is fun. We will love to do it. Learning is fun. We will say la la. You are welcome to this interesting and educative program, children. A program called The Classroom in Your Home. This program has been packaged and initiated by Lagos State Universal Basic Education Board, LASUBEB. And this is to ensure that no child is left behind. Well, this edition is for lower primary classes. You're wondering if I'm here alone? No, I am not. I am here with your favorite teachers. On my side here, I have Auntie Tinu.
Hello, amazing pupils. I am Auntie Tino, your mathematics teacher.
Right, and Uncle Sheyi.
Hello, wonderful pupils. We are going to be having fun today.
Right.
I am Uncle Sheyi, and I will be taking you through general studies.
And myself, I am Auntie Lola, and I'll be taking you through English studies, which are called communication class. And in trial, we bring you the classroom in your home. Please relax and learn. Learning is fun. We will love to do it. I won't finish it for me, children. You are welcome to today's English studies class, which we call communication class. And as usual, as you know, I am Auntie Lola, and we'll be treating something different today. What is that? Well, for today, we'll be looking at two sounds and phonetics. And the two sounds are ha and hey. Don't worry, we will treat both in a proper way and you will understand better. But first, I'm sure you're with your books and you've opened to your previous homework. So let's get the correction done. Well, last week or last lesson, I told you to use the picture below to talk, describe, or write about my dog. Believing you've done yours, I've penned some down. It might be a little bit different from yours, but I'm sure we would all arrive to the same answer. Okay, what I wrote down as my own answer, I'll read it out to you, right? Okay, the name of my dog is Lucky. He's brown in color. Lucky has 4 legs. He has 2 eyes and 2 ears. He has 1 nose and 1 mouth. My dog is my friend and I play with him. My dog loves to eat bone and he is very friendly. I love him very much. Do you have same answer like the one I wrote on the board or something similar to it? Well, you deserve to be celebrated. And so to the learning objectives for today, by the end of the lesson, children, you should be able to pronounce sounds ha and hey, okay? You should also be able to write words that have the sounds in them. Are you ready? Okay, I'm sure you are. And so let's catch some fun. For the first sound we'll be looking at is sound ah. Auntie Lola, this is looking a little bit different. Oh yes, children, this sound is ah. Is what? Is ah. And so we'll be looking at few words we have this sound in them. Okay, for the first one, we have apple. Well, this is like a transcription. What did I say, children? Yes, it's transcription. Ah is written in this format. But when we have them in words, we have ah. Okay, we have ha as in apple. Okay, we have as in adult. Okay, we have hangul. Hangul, if you notice the ah is in the yellow print, okay, and it has that sound, ah. Hangul, another one we have began, began. Okay, another one we have camel. We have camel. Another one we have black. You notice we don't have the R at the beginning of this word, right? We have it in the middle, and so it is pronounced ha, black. Another one, we have as in jacket. As in what, children? As in jacket. Can we take it again? Okay, now let's go. Together, 1, 2, go. Apple, okay. Adults, okay. And girl, okay. Began, camel, good. Black, good. Jackets, good job you, beautiful. Okay, we move to the next sound, which is A. Now you notice that this sound has 2 vowels in them. We have E and I, and it is being pronounced as what, children? As hey. But before we move into some examples on this hey, I would like to tell you something, that there are some letters in words that possess this sound. What do I mean? Let me grab my pen and write those words, those letters out to you. Now, of course, we know that this is letter what? This is letter A, and the sound is what? A. But we have some words that, when we call them, we hear the sound hey in them. That is letter A. And also we have another one, which is A high, and it is being pronounced as hey when they come together in a word. And another one, we have EA, EA. So we'll be looking at a few examples of those words that have the sound hey in them. Are we good to go? Okay, so for the first example, we have what? As in game. Of course, we play game a lot, right? And we don't pronounce it as game. We pronounce it as what? As game. And so the letter hey here carries the sound hey. What do I mean? Look at this, children. We have g. We have hey. That's a, okay? And the E is silent. And that is what, children, what do we hear when we call game? We hear game, not game. Not game. It is what? It is game. Okay, another example, we have brain, brain. Okay, you notice this? We have b, we have r, and we have a high. Like I said earlier, a high also has the sound hey in it. Okay, so brain, when we transcribe brain, this is what we get. And so when you're pronouncing brain, this is what you're pronouncing, children. This is exactly what you're pronouncing, brain. Okay, for the next example, we have break. We have break. Like I said earlier, the hey carries the sound hey. Okay, so what are you pronouncing? We have break. Okay, we have, sorry, let me clean that and write it properly so you can see it. We have hey, okay, and that is break. That is break. So when you're pronouncing break, this is exactly what you're pronouncing, break. Another example, we have nail. Like I said, AI carries the sound what? Hey, carries the sound A. Okay, another example, we have shake. We have shake. I'm sure you can transcribe this now, right? And what is taking the sound hey? It is the letter what? It is the letter hey. And the letter A is being pronounced as what? Is being pronounced as hey. Okay, to the next one, we have afraid. Afraid. Okay, the next one, we have dates. We have dates. I'm sure you can transcribe this. Okay, that is what? That is dates. That is dates. And the last one, we have great. We have great. Like I said also earlier, I said EA also, there's some words that have EA together, and it is being pronounced as hey. And that is exactly what this is saying out. We have g, r, okay? We have hey, the transcription, and that is what? That is great. That is great. Now let us run through it again. Let's pronounce it one after the other, and this time we will be pronouncing it together. So let us go. Game, Good. This is what? Brain. Okay. This is what? Break. Good. And this? Nail. Good. Proud of you. This is what? Shake. Okay. This is what, children? Afraid. Afraid. What is this? Dates. Okay. And the last one is great. Roll for yourself, children. Roll it, jolly together. Beautiful. I am proud of you and you are great. And now we move to your session, which is evaluation. And this, we will also be doing it together, but you have to give me the answer first before I give you mine. Now for the evaluation, you're told to write the word that names each picture and say it correctly. Okay, so I'm sure you know what this is, right? So what is this, children? Aha, that is apple, apple. And how do we transcribe this? Let me transcribe it to you quickly. Okay, that was the first sound we were looking at. Okay, okay, so let me just write it out. Let me just write the remaining out. The focus is on the ha. The focus is on the ha. Okay, all right, to the next one. That is what, children? Okay, is this what you pronounced? Candle, candle, beautiful. And the next one, that is what, children? Did you say blade? You're correct. That is blade. That is blade. And of course, this is not R, right? The letter hey here is pronouncing what? It's pronouncing hey. It's pronounced A. Okay, to the next one. That is what, children? That is a baby. Baby. It is not Barbie. It is baby. And the A here is being, this sound comes in baby. Comes in baby. And now to your assignment. Put this down quickly. Or better still, if you have a phone handy, you can just snap to make it much more faster. Now you're told to follow the lines, okay? Make words from ha and hey sounds. Then say the words correctly. Now this is what you will do. You will pick the correct one from the left side. Okay, we have the 3 sounds in between. Of course, they all arrive at one sound. Okay, and you merge it with the other one at the right side. It's just in form of game. Just make sure it sure makes sense when you're doing so. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Oh, you've snapped. That is brilliant of you. And now we move to the next segment, which is Can Fix It. Oh. Can you fix it? What are we fixing today? Let's see. My needs and my wants. My needs, my wants. What's the difference? We make use of those 2 words, right? Needs, wants. Let's check the definition. What is need? What is want? Well, needs are things you must have to survive, like food, water, and a home, which is shelter. Those are basically our needs. When we have clothes to wear, when we have food to eat, when we have a home to stay, those are our needs. But when it gets to wants, what does that mean? A want is something nice to have, but you can actually live without it. Things like ice cream, chocolates, sweets, and so many more. I'm sure you've been given money before, perhaps your pocket money or a gift. Your hands came to greet you, your uncle came to greet you, and you're being given some particular amount of money. And you think about it, what do I use this money for? Should I use it to buy ice cream? Should I use it to buy chocolate? It's not like you're hungry. And you know that those things are not actually food. They are junks. Now, what do you use that money for? Do you use it on your wants or your need? We said need is even more important than want. And so when you have been given a gift, make sure you use them on your need, not your want, not your want. And that's it for today, children. I had fun and I'm sure you had fun also. Till next lesson when I would be with you, do not forget that today is a new day. Learn something new. It is time for our mathematics class and it is with Auntie Tinu. Don't go away. Bye.
Welcome to today's mathematics class. When I say mathematics time, you say fun time. Mathematics time, fun time. And like always, today's mathematics class promises to be fun. I am Auntie Tinu. Today I will be teaching subtraction of 3-digit number with regrouping. Subtraction of 3-digit number with regrouping. But first of all, our homework correction. Correction to the previous homework. Take away 345 from 555. Take away 345 from 555. Remember, identify your bigger number. That is 555. Yes, then write the smaller number, 345. 5 take away 5 is 0. 5 take away 5, you have nothing, that is 0. 5 take away 4 from our brain busters. We need to know how to subtract smaller numbers very fast without counting. So 5 take away 4 is 1. Then 5 take away 3 is 2. So 555 take away 345 will give us 210. Did you get that sum correctly? I'm sure you did. Now let us roll it up, roll it up, roll it up, and let it go. You are great. You are great. And Auntie Tinu loves you so much. Yes, it's Brain Busters time. In 45 seconds, quickly find what's before, and your time starts now. Pens down. It's 45 seconds. And let's find what's before. 5,999, 6,000. 6,099. I hope you are taking note of the way we write these numbers. 6,099. 6,100, 6,199, 6,200, 6,299, 6,300, 6,399, 6,400, 6,499, 6,500, 6,599, 6,600, 6,699, 6,700, 6,799, 6,800, 6,899, 6,900, 6,999, 7,000. I'm sure you got everything correctly because you are smart. Good job, you. Now to our learning objective. What do I want you to be able to do by the end of today's lesson? By the end of the lesson today, you should be able to subtract 3-digit numbers with regrouping correctly. Subtract 3-digit numbers with regrouping correctly. Are you ready? Because I am ready. And remember, you need 100% attention. Yes. Subtraction of 3-digit numbers with regrouping. Subtraction is an arithmetic operation that represents the operation of removing. Say removing. Yes, removing objects from a collection. I told you last lesson. Subtraction is an arithmetic operation that represents the operation of removing, taking away objects from a collection. Subtraction is taking one number away from another. Taking one number away from another. Now I have 5 apples. Yes, you know I love apples very much. I have 5 apples and I want to give away. I want to take away. I want to remove 2 from 5, giving away. So when I remove 2 apples from 5, I'll be left with 3. Subtraction. In math, to subtract means to take away from a group or several things, like we took away 2 apples from 5, yes, to take away from a group or several things. When we subtract, the number of things in the group reduces. Yes, I had 5 apples, I took away 2. What happened to my 5 apples? It reduced to 3. So the number of things in the group reduces or becomes less. Subtraction is denoted by this sign. I told you last lesson. Subtraction is denoted by this sign. Yes. Subtraction also means minus, take away, difference, subtract, decrease, deduct. Yes, so anywhere you see me say, when you hear me say minus, take away, find the difference, subtract, decrease, or deduct, you know you are to do your subtraction in that sum or in that question. Are we together? Say together we are. Yes, the result of subtraction is called a difference. I told you last lesson. The result of subtraction is called a difference. So when I tell you what is the difference, it means that at the end of taking away 2 apples from 5, what will you get? What I get is called difference. Are we together? Yes. Regrouping. Now let's do the hand motion. Regrouping. Good job, you. Yes. Regrouping can be defined as the process of making groups of things when carrying out operations like addition and subtraction with 2-digit numbers or larger numbers. Regrouping can be defined as the process of making group of things when carrying out operations like addition and subtraction with 2-digit numbers or larger, with 2 or more digit numbers. Now let's subtract. Are we together? I told you I needed something from you at the beginning of the lesson. What's that? Yes, your 100% attention and focus. Example 1, subtract 547 from 882. Subtract 547 from 882. What's the first thing we do? Step 1, identify the bigger number. It is very important in subtraction with regrouping. Very, 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 in all subtraction is very important though. Yes, identify the bigger number. That is 882. Yes, step 2. Then we expand the numbers. Expansion helps us to know where we are placing each number under the 100 tens and ones. Yes. Step 3. Next, we arrange under 100 tens and ones. Yes, after you have expanded, you will be able to know where you are placing what number. Then we subtract. That's step 4. So let's begin. Let's expand 882. We have 8 hundreds, 8 tens, and 2 ones. Let's expand 547. We have 5 hundreds, 4 tens, and 7 ones. Are we together? Say together we are. Now let's arrange under 100 tens and ones. Yes, the bigger number 882, 882, take away 547. Now, this is where the business of the day is. 2, show me 2 on your fingers, everybody. 2 fingers. Yes. Can we remove 7 from it? No. So what do? We look around. What is the next number very close to 2? Which number is number 2's neighbor? That is 8, the tens column. Then 2 goes to tens column. Auntie 8, please, can you spare me 1? And she says yes. So when 1 is deducted from 8, we have 7. Very important you write the number that remains down before moving forward. Then you pick the 1 and put it beside your 2 to make 12. That's what we mean by regrouping. That's what we mean by regrouping. Now let's count 12. Quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's remove 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The remaining 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 12 take away 7 is 5. How did we get 12? We deducted 1 from 8. 8 was remaining 7. Then we took the 1 we deducted and added it beside 2 to give us 12. I did not say add it with 2 to give me 3. I said I placed the 1 beside 12, beside 2 to make it 12. Please don't forget. Then let's go to the next column. 7 take away 4, that's 3. And 8 take away 5 is 3. So when we take away 882, when we take away 547 from 882, we have 335. We have 335. Yes, 3 hundreds, 3 tens, 5 ones. 300, 3 tens, 5 ones. That is 335. Are we together? Yes, together we are. Example 2. Deduct. Remember, deduct also means to subtract. Deduct 237 from 584. The first step is to recognize your bigger number. Yes, identify the bigger number. That is 584. Step 2, we expand the numbers. We expand the numbers. Let's expand 584. We have 5 hundreds, 8 tens, and 4 ones. Let's expand 237. We have 2 hundreds, 3 tens, and 7 ones. Remember, expansion helps us to know where we are placing which number under 100 tens and ones. So we have 4 ones, 8 tens, and 5 hundreds, yes, 7 ones, 3 tens, and 2 hundreds. Now to the business of the day. 4 fingers. Can you remove 7 from it? No, it's impossible. So what do? Mr. 4 says, my neighbor. Who is my neighbor? Remember the next column, the very next column to the ones column, or to that number which you want to increase, is where you will go to. We cannot leave the tens column and jump to the 100 column. Do you get what I'm saying? Ones column, very next door neighbor is tens. So Mr. 4 is under the ones column and it goes knock, knock, knock. Mr. 8, please can I get an extra? Do you have one to give me? Do you have excess numbers where I can get one from you? And he says yes. And remember, immediately you deduct 1 from 8 and it's left with 7. You write your 7 down immediately so that you will not forget. Then that one which you have deducted from 8 transports and stays beside 4. Beside 4. Yes, and it becomes 14. So 14 take away 7. Let's count 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Take away 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's count the remaining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 14 take away 7 is 7. Now 7 take away 3. Why am I taking away 3 from 7? Remember, the initial question was 8, but we removed 1 from 8 and 8 was left with 7. That is why I said you must quickly write it down so that you don't use the number which you have removed 1 from to still subtract. So 7 take away 3. From our brain busters, 7 take away 3 is 4. Yes, and 5 take away 2 is 3. So when we deduct 237 from 584, we are left with 347. 3 hundreds, 4 tens, 7 ones will give us 347. Are we together? Yes. Oh, now do this. I want to know how well you have been following today's lesson. Prove it to me by scoring everything in today's sum. And I know you are smart. I know you would. Subtract 238 from 422 in 40 seconds. And your time starts now. Pens down, pens down, pens down. It's 40 seconds and it's time up. Very simple, right? Yes. Solution: subtract 238 from 422. The first step is to identify your bigger number, which is 422. Then the next step is to expand the numbers. This will help us to place our numbers under 100 tens and ones correctly without stress. Yes. So let's expand 422. We have 4 hundreds, 2 tens, and 2 ones. Let's expand 238. We have 2 hundreds, 3 tens, and 8 ones. Now let's subtract. We have 100 tens and ones, yes. 400, 2 tens, 2 ones, yes. Then we have 200, 3 tens, 8 ones. Now let's subtract. 1, 2. Can we remove 8 from it? No, it's impossible. So you go to the next column. That is the neighbor of ones. What is one's neighbor? That is the tens column. You go there and you remove 1 from 2. 1 from 2. 2 is left with only 1, and I've written it down immediately. The one I remove transports and stays beside 2. Beside 2. So 1 and 2 is called 12. 12 take away 8. 12 take away 8. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Take away 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When we take away 8 from 12, how many is left? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 12 take away 8 is 4. Then we go to the next column. 1. From 1, can you remove 3? From 1, can you remove 3? No, it's impossible. So you go to the next column again, which is the hundreds column, and hundreds column has 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Take away 1. We are left with 3. You write it down immediately. 1, 2, 3. Then the one which you remove transports and stays beside 1. Yes, beside 1, not beside 2. Why? We have removed 1 from 2 initially. Yes, you remember, right? Yes. So we have 11 take away 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Take away 1, 2, 3. We are left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 11 take away 3 is 8. Good job, you. Now, 3 take away 2. Yes, we removed 1 from 4 to give us 3. 1, 2, 3. Take away 1, 2. That is 1. So when you take away 2 from 3, you are left with 1. So our final answer is 100, 8 tens, and 4 ones. That is 184. Yes. Wow. Did you get that sum correctly? Let's give ourselves a round it very well, round of applause. Good job, you. You are awesome, awesome, totally. And I love you for that. Yes. Yes, it's assignment time. Say it with me. You must do Auntie Tino's homework. Yes. 276 minus 159. Capture this down in 10 seconds and your time starts now. Pens down, it's 10 seconds and it's time up. Yes. And that's it for today. We have come to the end of another amazing mathematics class. And I'm sure you enjoyed yourself like I promised. Yes. Don't go away. Uncle Sheyi is here for General Studies class. Till next time, bye-bye.
Hello, wonderful pupils. How are you? I hope you'll be having a nice time. All right, you're welcome to another segment of the program, The Classroom in Your Home. My name is Uncle Sheyi, and I'm your General Studies teacher, okay? Today, we will be looking at civic responsibilities. Civic what? Responsibilities. But before we go into today's class, let's have correction to the previous assignment that you were given. In our last class, you were asked to explain who an heir is. Who is an heir? Okay? An heir is a man who is entitled to inherit or take ownership of the property of someone. Okay? And like I gave you an example, I said you are an heir to your father. A prince is an heir to the king. All right? Okay, I'm very sure that you got that correctly. So you deserve a big clap. All right, well done. Okay, our learning objectives. By the end of the class, you should be able to define civic responsibilities. Okay, at the end of the class, you should be able to define civic responsibilities. Also, you should be able to state 4. How many? 4 examples of civic responsibilities. You should be able to define civic responsibilities, and you should be able to state how many? 4 examples of civic responsibilities or duties. All right? What are civic responsibilities? What are civic responsibilities? Civic responsibilities are those duties which citizens, you and I, we are citizens, which citizens perform for the good of the society, okay, and the country at large. They are the things that you do, that your parents do, and every other person, what we do in order for the good of the society. You will remember in one of our previous classes, we looked at rights, civic rights. Do you remember? And I said rights are the benefits that citizens enjoy from their country or from the government, okay? Rights, we enjoy it, like your right to life, your right to education, your right to freedom of speech. Those are what you benefit. But when we talk of responsibilities and duties, those are the things you do for the good of the country, okay? All right. When citizens carry out their own duties, the government can live up to its own responsibilities. Don't worry, as we continue in the class, you would understand these things better, okay? Civic responsibilities are also called obligations. Civic responsibilities are also called what? Obligations. Obligations. All right. All right. Now let's look at examples of civic duties. What are those things that you should do as a citizen so that you can be responsible? What are those things? Number one is payment of taxes. Payment of what? Taxes. What are taxes? Taxes are those compulsory payments or compulsory levy on your income. I know as children you are not working yet, so you are not earning income. But by the time you grow up, let's say by the time you are 18 years plus and you start working, you start receiving salary or wages. So from that salary, a part of it would be taken by the government, okay? And those money taken from your salary are used in constructing roads, bridges, and construction of different government facilities, the street lights, and so many others, okay? All right, another example of civic responsibility that you should do as citizen is voting during elections, okay? Vote during what? Elections. You know what are elections? Elections are those process where we go to the polling booth or the units to vote for our leaders, for our chairmen, for governors, and for presidents, okay? And in Nigeria, you can only vote when you are 18 years of age. Of course, you would go to INEC office and get your PVC, your permanent voters card, okay? By the time you get your permanent voters card after the age of 18 years, then you go and what? Vote. But in the last election, surprisingly, in Lagos we have over 5 million voters. But in the last election, 2019 elections, in the governorship election, gubernatorial election, 1.1 million people voted. As you can see, over 3 million people did not come out to vote. Okay? So when you grow up and you are above 18, please ensure that you go out and vote. And even now, when there are elections and your parents are at home watching TV, tell them, mommy, go and vote. Daddy, go and vote. Uncle, go and vote. Okay? All right, well done, well done. So examples of civic responsibilities, we said payment of taxes, voting during elections. Beautiful, beautiful. Another civic responsibility that we must engage in is what? Respect for national symbols. Respect for what? National symbols. Examples of national symbols are the Nigerian flag, the green, white, green, the Nigerian note, currency, okay? So these national symbols, they represent our history, our value, and our pride. So you should treat our national symbols with respect. For example, you should not be using the Nigerian flag as a rag. You should not do that. You should not write with your pen on the Nigerian note, on your 20 naira on your 50 naira, on your 100 naira. You should not do that, okay? And also when you hear the national anthem, you should do what? You should sing along and stand at attention. It shows that you have respect for our national symbols, okay? Well done, pupils. Well done tracking the screen. Another civic responsibility is protecting public facilities. Protecting what? Public facilities. As you can see on the screen, you can see some of government facilities that has been vandalized. Can you see the BRT buses that were vandalized during the NSAS protest? You can see this is a local government area building that has been vandalized. We should not do that. We should be responsible citizens and we should protect government properties. And even as children in your school, I know some of you like rocking your chairs in the classroom. Don't do that, because when you rock those chairs, you will get them destroyed and other pupils that are coming to your class won't be able to use it. And the money that government should use in providing some other things for you will be used in repairing those chairs, all right? So please don't destroy public facilities. Like you can see on the screen, the money that could have been used in providing other buses, in providing other things, will be used to repair these ones that have been destroyed, which is not good, okay? So as responsible citizens, we should protect public facilities, all right? Okay, now we want to look at civic responsibilities during COVID-19 period, all right? What are our responsibilities during this period? Use your face mask, okay? Use your face mask, all right? Wash your hands regularly. Ensure you wash your hands regularly and ensure you practice social distancing, okay? Practice social distancing. If you can keep to these guidelines, you would not have any cause to be sick or to contract the virus, okay? Because so many people are not following these guidelines, they end up getting sick and contracting the virus, and as a result, government is spending extra money to take care of them, all right? But if we can keep to all these guidelines, we will not fall sick and will not contract the virus, and government, instead of spending money in ensuring that we don't die from the virus, the money can be used to provide better things for the state and for the country at large, okay? All right, well done pupils, tracking me and listening. Now I want you to look at this. John F. Kennedy, he is a former president of the United States of America in 1961, and he supported this idea of civic responsibility, and he said, I want to quote him now, he said, "Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country." Can you take that with me? Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country, okay? And it is a good quote for you to memorize, okay? Please memorize it. Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country, all right? Well done. So let us all be responsible citizens. Okay, summary. What is civic responsibilities and duties? Are performed by citizens for the good of the country, okay? Civic responsibilities and duties are performed by citizens for the good of the country. All right, I'm sure you enjoyed the class and you have been listening to me. All right, pupils, you can now pick your pen and you open your books and let's have our evaluation so that I can be sure you understood everything that you've been taught. All right, now you will be given just 50 seconds, read the questions, but just put down the answers, okay? You don't need to write the questions, all right? So number your work from 1 to 5. Your time starts now. All right, pupils, your time is up. Stop writing. Stop writing. Your time is up. Okay? All right, let's have answers to these questions. Another name for civic responsibilities is, of course, obligation. Did you get that? Okay, give a tick. Give a tick. Number 2, you should not wear your face mask outside. Is that a true statement or a false statement? Of course, you should wear your face mask outside. So the answer is false. You should wear your face mask outside. Play football and destroy the school facilities. No, you should not do that. False. You should not do that. Obey all COVID-19 guidelines. Yes, you should obey all COVID-19 guidelines. You should vote when you are not up to 18 years of age. Is that a true or false statement? In fact, that is a criminal offense. You should not do that. Okay? So you should vote when you are up to 18 years of age. All right? Now, did you get 5 out of 5? Did you get 4 out of 5? Or did you get 3 out of 5? You deserve a super chair. Super! You are super. Well done. All right? But if you didn't do very well in the evaluation, don't worry. Don't worry. Next time, you should do better. And for you to do better, you should listen attentively. Okay? All right. Now, you can pick your pen and write down this assignment. List 2 civic responsibilities you know. Just list them. Simple. List 2 civic responsibilities you know. Wow, and that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the class. I had a great time. Okay? And until next time that I will be meeting with you again, Uncle Sheyi says, be good. Bye.
Amazing. You will agree with me that today's lesson was interesting. It was exciting and at the same time educative.
Right.
Uncle Sheyi, are we on the same page with
Yeah, wow. What an educative session we had today. It was awesome. And we should also give kudos to the pupils who have been listening attentively and most especially submitting their homework and assignment in time. You are celebrated. Good job, you. Well done. Auntie Lola?
Yes, and we also got feedback that some of you have not been able to watch the program well on a regular basis. We are very sorry about that, but there is a YouTube channel you can watch the program, Lagos Suburb YouTube channel. I repeat, Lagos Suburb YouTube channel. Peradventure you have a phone or you have access to your parent's phone. You can watch any day, anytime.
Don't forget to send in your comments, homework, and question to the number showing on the screen. The number is 08150865663. Remember, SMS and WhatsApp messages only. Do not call. I repeat, do not call. Do you love your family and friends? Remember, the pandemic is not over.
Right.
If you love your family and friends, you must stay safe for you and for them. To stay safe for everyone you love,
Wash your hands regularly.
Practice social distancing.
if you must go out, remember to wear your nose mask. Rest well, eat a lot of fruits, do a lot of exercises, and above all, stay safe. Till we come your way next lesson, remember, at last Subeb, we
Leave no child behind.